Hello guys, welcome back to STEM Trainers. Today we are going to do application of integration, that is area under the curve. Now this is a very important and a little difficult topic for students. So let's try to break this into three cases and study each case properly. Okay, so case 1 is when area under the curve is above the x-axis. So as you can see in the graph, we have a curve y equal to fx, and we have two straight lines x equal to a, x equal to b. So if we have to find the area between the curve fx, x-axis, and the lines x equal to a and x equal to b, then the shaded part or the shaded area will be our answer, right? This part. So this area can be found using integration. This is nothing but integration of y dx from a to b. Lower limit is a, upper limit is b. Or you can say, because y is equal to fx, so you can say my area is from a to b fx dx also, same thing. Now this is when area is totally above the x-axis, like in this case. Okay, so that's the formula. So now just remember that lower limit and upper limit, we are starting from the lowest value of x. So if you integrate this from b to a, then your answer will be negative. Okay, so just remember this. Okay, so this is the formula that we will be using for solving questions now. So let's try one or two questions on this. First question is, find the area bounded by the curve y equal to fx equal to 4 minus x square and the x-axis. Okay, so now they have given a curve and x. They have given a diagram also. We know 4 minus x square is a parabola, right? Opening downwards because coefficient of x square is -1. So this is the diagram that they have given. So we need to find this shaded area or bounded by the curve and x-axis. So for that we will need the limits, the lower limit and the upper limit, and we can found that easily because the curve y equal to 4 minus x square is crossing the x-axis, means y coordinate is 0. So I will get x as +2 and -2. So it means this point is nothing but -2, 0, and the other point will be 2, 0. So basically I can say it like this also. There is a line x equal to -2. There is a line x equal to 2. So I have to find the area bounded by the curve x-axis and the lines x equal to 2 and x equal to -2. So our answer will be area is equal to integration lower limit and upper limit. Lower limit is -2. We'll start from the left, and upper limit is 2. And y dx, y is nothing but 4 minus x square dx. So this will be my area. So now integrate this 4 minus x square integration. So integration of 4 is 4x, integration of x square is x cube by 3. And now I have to use the limits. So what are my limits? -2 to 2. So I will substitute 2 and I will substitute -2 and I will get the answer. So let's substitute 2. You will get 4 into 2 minus 2 cube over 3 minus. So what I have here is 4 times -2 minus -2 cube over 3. So let's use the calculator. If you can do it orally, that's also fine. So this will be nothing but 16 minus 16 by 3. That is 32 over 3. So that is my answer for this question. So integration y dx when area is above the x-axis. Okay, let's try one more question on this. So my second question is, find the area bounded by the curve y equal to fx equal to -3x square plus 17x minus 10, x-axis, and the lines x equal to 1 and x equal to 3. So first I have to check whether the area that we are finding is above the x-axis or not. So for that we will need to draw this curve first. So as this is a quadratic, so and you already know how to draw a quadratic. So first we will do is we will find where it intersects x-axis and y-axis. Okay, so y equals 0. So when y is 0, what's my x values? Plus 17x minus 10. So I will have to factorize this now. Let's factorize this. So what I will get? Minus 3x, and this will be x. It's minus 10. So it will be plus 2 and minus 5. Okay, so now I have factorized it. So my roots are coming out to be 5 and 2 by 3. So this is where the curve is intersecting the x-axis. Now let's try to draw this. Now we know this is parabola opening downwards because we have studied this in how to draw quadratic graphs. Coefficient of x square is negative, so it means sad face. Sad face means parabola opening downwards. So let's draw this. Roots are 2 by 3 and 5. So let's say this is 2 by 3, this is my 5. So the parabola, and where it is intersecting y-axis, actually it doesn't matter because we need between x equal to 1 and x equal to 3. Okay, anyways, that will be when x is 0, y is minus 10. Okay, so it will be something like this. So this will be my graph. Now let's see what area they are looking for. Between x equal to 1, so there is a line x equal to 1 here, let's say, and x equal to 3. Let's say x equal to 3 is somewhere here. Okay, so they are looking for this area. Now as the area is above the x-axis, so I can directly use my area will be equal to integration 1 to 3 minus 3x square plus 17x minus 10, that is y or fx dx. So this will be my answer. So let's integrate this. So this will be minus 3x cube over 3. 17x integration is 17x square by 2, and 10 integration will be 10x. And we have to use the limits from 1 to 3. So we will first substitute 3 in this, then minus, we will substitute 1. So when you use the calculator, you will get this as 22. So that will be our answer. So this is how we can solve integration questions, that is area under the curve questions, when the area is completely above the x-axis. Okay, these are the standard ones, and then I mean the very basic questions. Now let's move on to case 2. Now case 2 is important. Now what is case 2? Case 2 says when some area is below the x-axis and some area is above the x-axis, then how do we integrate the function to get the area? So for example, in the diagram you can see we have a curve y equal to fx, and there are two lines x equal to a, x equal to b. So what do we have to do is we have to find area bounded by, or you can say area shaded area. Okay, so now to find the shaded area, as you can see the left part, first we have to find the point where the fx is crossing the or intersecting the x-axis. So let's say you have found that. How will you find that? You will equate y equal to 0 or fx equal to 0. You will get some x value. So let's say this value is c. Let's say this value is coming out to be c. So this total shaded area will be integration fx dx from A to C plus integration C to B fx dx. Now if you write this, it will be wrong. Now why it will be wrong is, the logic is very simple, because this area is below the x-axis from A to C. The area is below the x-axis, so y is negative. Then automatically the area value that you will calculate will also be negative. So, and the right side value, that is integration from C to B, or the area between C, x equal to C and x equal to B, will be positive. So if you just add them, you will get wrong answer. So what correction do we have to make? So there are two ways to make a correction. So either you write magnitude of this, because we know this will be a negative area. So I only need the magnitude of this. Then magnitude of this area plus magnitude of area from C to B, that will give you the correct shaded area. Okay. So that's why I said this is important. So students generally forget this. So that's why we have to see which area is negative, which area is positive. Or what you can do is, you can first separately find negative area, make it positive, then you find the positive area, then you add them. So let's take one example and try to understand this. Okay. So find the area bounded by the curve y equal to fx equal to x into x minus 2 into x minus 5 and the x-axis. Okay, so first thing that we need to do is, we need to find the graph of this. Now this is a cubic. So as we have already done how to draw cubic graphs, if you don't know or you have some doubts in drawing cubic graph, you can pause this video and check that video of drawing cubic graphs and then come back here. Okay, so those of you who know, so let's quickly draw this. So x into x minus 2 into x minus 5. So when y is 0, what is my x value? My x value is coming out to be 0, 2, 5. So these are the points where the curve is intersecting the x-axis. And then when my x is 0, what's my y value? Y value is coming out to be 0. Okay, so it is passing through origin. And now I need the extreme values to draw the graph. Extreme values, so when x is approaching infinity, that is a very large number. So very large number times very large number times very large number. So y will also be very large. That is, y is also approaching infinity. When x is approaching to minus infinity, what's happening now? So when x is approaching minus infinity, my y is also approaching minus infinity, because I will get minus infinity times minus infinity times minus infinity. So overall I have 3 minus and a very large number. So minus infinity. So once we have this piece of information, now you can easily draw the graph. So let's quickly draw the graph and see what area we need to find. Okay, so my roots are 0, 2 and 5. And let's start from which quadrant to which quadrant. The graph will go from third quadrant to first quadrant. Okay, so basically it will come like this. It will pass through origin, then it will go to 2, then it will cross 2, and then it will come back for 5 and go like this. So this will be my graph for this cubic. So what area they are looking for is this area and this area bounded by the curve and the axis. Okay, so these two areas I need to find. And as you can see, the area from 2 to 5 is below the x-axis. So we have to find that separately and add. So let's find first the area from 0 to 2. Let's call this as A1. Let's call this area as A2. So my A1 will be equal to integration 0 to 2 fx dx, that is x into x minus 2 into x minus 5 dx. So what you can do is you can multiply this first and then integrate this. So let's multiply. This will be x square minus 7x plus 10. Then you multiply by x. That will be x cube minus 7x square plus 10x. So now you integrate this. So this will be nothing but integration 0 to 2 x power 4. Okay, let's do the integration, directly substitute the limits. So x power 4 by 4 minus 7x cube by 3 plus 10x square divided by 2. And the limits are 0 to 2. So let's substitute the limits. First we will substitute 2, then minus, we will substitute 0. Okay, so what is this value coming out to be? When you use calculator, it will come out to be 16 over 3. So this is now my A1 area. As expected, this will be a positive because it is above the x-axis. Now let's try to find A2. And I can guarantee you when you find A2, it will be negative because obviously we know it is below the x-axis. So let's try to find this first. So integration from 2 to 5, same expression we have is x cube minus 7x square plus 10x dx. So same I will get the same expression x power 4 by 4 minus 7x cube by 3 plus 10x square by 2. And this time my limits will be from 2 to 5. So first I will substitute 5 minus, then I will substitute 2 here. Okay, so when you will use the calculator, you will get the answer as minus 15 3/4. As expected, it is negative. So that's why we don't integrate this directly from 0 to 5. Because if you integrate directly, then you will actually get the difference of the areas. But we need the sum of the areas, right? So my final answer for this will be now area is equal to A1 plus A2. And remember, because it's negative, we have to use a modulus here or absolute value of this because we know it's going to be negative. Correct? That's why we are using absolute sign here. Or you just find it minus 15 3/4, then make it positive. Whatever you like. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. So my final answer will be 16 by 3 plus 15 3/4. And my final answer will come out to be 21 1 over 12. So this is my final answer. So that's why I said this is important. So just be careful with these kind of questions. If you have some negative areas, you find that separately, make it positive, then add. Okay, that's it for case 1 and case 2. Now, in the next case, we will study how to find area between two curves. That's actually the most important. Most exam style questions are based on that only. So how to find area between the two curves. So that is case 3, which we will do in next video. Okay, thank you so much for watching.